What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Alex Reviews. Tangled. I just got to thinking, this was, basically a start of a turnaround for Disney Animation Company, since they just released probably what's going to be their last 2D animation film, sadly, The Princess and the Frog. This was the first film that started off the new era. Even though I think The Princess and the Frog started it because it was a really good film, I think Tangled, because of the 3D animation, continued it, followed up by, well, I guess I keep forgetting Winnie the Pooh. That was the last one. But then we had Wreck-It Ralph, we had Frozen, we had Big Hero 6, we had Zootopia, and now we have Moana coming up. So, Tangled, what do I think about it? Let's just hop right into the review. The originality of this film. It's the get home, or go away from home and try to get back to where I belong story, the cliched. I put it as Cinderella plus The Princess and the Frog. You get Tangled. It has a story of trying to get back home, and it's the evil mother, evil parent, get away from story thing. So, 2 out of 5 there. The predictability of the film, with it being not original, it's very predictable. Basically know what's going to happen throughout the entire film. This film was directed by Nathan Greeno, who has directed just a couple other things before, and Byron Howard, who has directed 3 of my favorite Disney films, Bolt, Tangled, and Zootopia. So, great job by him. And Nathan, too. You guys did a great job with this film. But it's pretty predictable. The characters. I love the characters in this film. Here's the thing that makes this film and The Princess and the Frog a little bit different. I usually compare these two. They came out a year after each other. I don't know, there's just something about them that's so similar, even though they're so different. The thing is, they both are, like, neck and neck on how much I like them. But, Tangled does better with the characters, and the dialogue, and the playing off of each other thing, while The Princess and the Frog does better with the entire story and plot. So, what one's strong in, the other's weak in. This film's weak in story and plot, while The Princess and the Frog is weak with characters. If you combine these two films, you'd probably have a fantastic and perfect film. But that's not the case. The characters in this film are lovable. Besides Maximus, I did not really like Maximus. I thought he was just a jerk for really no reason. But an 8 out of 10 on the characters. They're lovable, they're memorable. The story and the plot. Now, this is a fairly weak story and plot. Like I said, you could just take Cinderella and The Princess and the Frog. Boom, you got the story. So, I'm going to have to give the story and the plot a 6 out of 10 there. The moral of the story. Just do what is morally right. You don't always have to go with what... It's not really a rebellion story, more than it is just like, do what is morally right. I don't know if they get that point across perfectly, but they do get the point across. 10 out of 10. The animation. The animation in this film is 1000% terrific. It looks beautiful, probably more beautiful than any of the other animated 3D animated films they had made up to that point from Disney, at least not from maybe Pixar, because this film had a couple problems. But overall, it's a fantastically animated film. 10 out of 10. Is it or will it be dated? These kind of films, like I said, it's like a Cinderella. Cinderella's lasted the times. This thing's proven that this will probably last a long time. I think it will. 5 out of 5 there. The pacing of the film. When I first viewed this, I viewed it in like 2012 or something, a couple years after it came out, and I was just watching it on Disney Channel one night when it came on, and I was never wanting to leave. I was always interested. I kind of knew what was going to happen at the point, but, you know, I was just like, okay, well, what's the characters going to say next? Because Flynn and Rapunzel playing off of each other is terrific and brilliant. I love the dialogue between these two. They have such great connection. And so it just flowed perfectly, and I really, really was in tune with the film. 5 out of 5. The impact of the film. This film impacted me. When Flynn Rider nearly died, I was near tears, but I was definitely upset because I think it kind of might have been stronger if they left him dead, but that's just me. I kind of like the darker storylines to some of these films, so I probably would have liked it a little bit better if they did that, but they didn't. He lives, but it's great impactment, especially because the characters are so good. That's what makes this film impactful. Where I could only care for about one, maybe even two characters in The Princess and the Frog, I cared about all of these characters except for Maximus. Do not like Maximus. Anyways, 5 out of 5 on the 10 out of 10 on the impact, sorry. Doesn't hit the target audience and beyond. This film definitely hit the target audience and beyond. I don't remember what it got on Rotten Tomatoes, but it got like a 7.8 on IMDb. People love this film. Like I said, they call it the turnaround of Disney. And Disney was kind of going in a slump after they released Bolt, which I thought was a really good film, but a lot of people didn't. They also had released Meet the Robinsons at that point. They also released Chicken Little, Home on the Range, Brother Bear. Several other films didn't do so well. I think Bolt might have done better than all of those combined. No, not combined, but did better than all of those. And then The Princess and the Frog, and then Tangled. Like, it got Disney back on track. Then Winnie the Pooh kind of didn't do too well. Then Wreck-It Ralph did pretty well. About Tangled standards, and then Frozen just blew up for some reason. But Tangled is the turnaround Disney. People love this film. 10 out of 10. The relatability of the film. Like I said, the characters are really amazing, so you're going to be able to relate to somebody in this film. 10 out of 10 on that. And finally, the voice acting. We have Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi playing Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, respectively, along with Donna Murphy, Ron Perlman, MC Gainey. Yeah, that's about, like, the main characters of the film. There's not that many characters in this film, really. You just have Rapunzel, Flynn, Mother Gothel, then you have Maximus and the iguana, and then some thugs and stuff, and that's really it in this film. But the voice acting that the people do, especially Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi, especially Zachary Levi. If you're looking for the comedy in this film, if you like comedy, this is a pretty comedic film. Zachary Levi bringing most of it, along with Mandy Moore kind of playing off of Zachary. Love the connection between the two. Great job on the voice acting. I don't know if they were in the studio together or if they were separated and just playing off each other. Whatever way that they did it perfectly. So, great job by the voice acting. 10 out of 10 there. Overall, I give this film an 8.8 out of 10. It does have its problems, especially with the story and the plot. It's not original and it's very predictable. However, the characters really make this film. They want you to keep in tune, they make it impactful, they make it relatable, and the voice actors did a great job playing off of each other. So, I have no clue what's coming next. I'm pre-recording this a day beforehand, and I should have recorded 2 more, but I'm not going to get that chance. But, I don't know what's coming next. I'll find out tomorrow when I review it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.